Alright, so we got another Play Till I Lose. Today we're doing the Master League. I was pretty lucky with this round. I totally forgot, I didn't remember that my Steel type is super effective against his Fairy type, so that worked out pretty well for me. And then he takes out his Swampert next. I wanted to at least use up one of his shields, so I kept him, even though I would be weak to his ground type if he used ground, and a little bit vulnerable to the water type. And I swapped into my Gyarados thinking that I would be resistant to his ground type and his water type. And his ground type would be a little bit weak to my water type, but he swapped out to his Metagross, which is a little bit vulnerable to water, so it kind of worked out for me. I've been liking to use Aqua Tail on my Gyarados just because I kind of like having the quicker charge ups, even though it's not as powerful. And he switched back to his Swampert, and luckily didn't even need to use my third Pokemon. This next one, again, I am vulnerable to water type, but I wanted to kind of either use up a shield on him, or here he didn't use his shield, do a little damage. So I tried to charge up one more time before I swap out for my next Pokemon, so that later I can just use it once his shields are used up. So I swapped up to Gyarados so that I wouldn't be weak to anything. And he swapped out to a rock type, which would be weak to my water type. So that was lucky for me. And I just kind of wore him down. And he now came out with Dragonite, which is cool because I had a Dragon type move, which I thought was nice. Either he blocks it or not. And after he takes out my Gyarados, I can bring in my Mammal, I forgot his name. And he would be super effective because he's an ice type, so that one was pretty good. So I won that one. And then this next one, again, I'm feeling I'll have an advantage because of my mammals, whatever. And I didn't want to swap it out right away, because I know if I swapped out my advantageous Pokemon, then he would just switch out to something else. So this way I just let my first Pokemon die, and now he swapped out, I can swap out too. And so I swapped out to something that's a little bit better against Steel. I don't have anything that would be super effective against Steel, so this is the best I have. And I swapped that in and just slowly wore him down while charging up my moves. And then he brings in a Tyranitar, which is awesome because, again, rock, vulnerable to the water type. He used up his shields now, so now I bring in, even though I'm weak against ice, is weak against rock, he didn't have enough HP left anyway, so my Avalanche could still take him down. And super effective against Dragon type and Flying type, so that ended okay. Oh, this one, I believe this is the one that I lost in. This was an intense one. I did make a mistake because I was watching TV while playing this. So his Side Strike didn't do much damage to me, so in the next charge move I was not meaning to block this, but because I was watching TV I kept clicking the center and I blocked it. But I then got tricked because I thought, okay, he has Side Strike, I'm not going to make the same mistake, I'm not going to shield this. But he totally baited me, and he has Shadow Ball. So he took that down. And man, I've never tried the baiting move yet. And I think I did try once, but it didn't really work out well for me. They shielded anyways. So, maybe I'll try that in the future, see if it works. Even though I'm weak against fire, now he has no shield, and I know my ground move will have double super effectiveness. So I kept him and kept going. Ice type move should be super effective, but it didn't take him out. And I thought I had a good chance here. I thought I was going to win, but I didn't know that Draco Meteor would just completely obliterate me like that.